Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dat Wrasslin podcast. This is your host, Sheepshifter 23. I'm here with Streetkilln HD and Benjamin Rivers. What's up,
What
guys?
is up?
What's up?
How's it going, Street?
Good.
We are missing Soulamazin, although, as you can see from Ben's character choice here, where he's with us in spirit. So let's go ahead and kick this off, guys. It looks like
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw kicked off with a little ladder meeting. Opened up, everybody was standing on ladders. Maybe noteworthy that Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens were on the two highest ladders. I don't know if that's foreshadowing anything.
I don't know.
So they're all out there. This was kind of not very good. I mean, it's just a bunch of people standing on ladders in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
And they were all just, it was kind of dumb. And I think they did the exact same thing last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Did they?
I think
They did something very similar. A bunch of people on top of ladders arguing. I mean, it just makes no sense. I mean, I guess whatever, it looks cool or something like that. But then after that, Baron Corbin came out to interrupt Kurt Angle. And right off the bat, first thing we noticed was Baron Corbin got a little haircut.
Shaved all his head off. Yeah.
Looks a little different now. What do you guys think of Baron Corbin's new look?
His new bald look.
Okay, I kind of like it, but I just don't think it just does not suit him. I'm just saying, does not
Better or
suit
worse? Better or worse?
him. It's freaking worse.
Worse. What do you say, Street?
It's I don't know. I mean, if he's going for that, official kind of look character, I mean, he could have went with a buzz shave or something, but like,
Not really, because he's got that hella receding hairline.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
that's true.
I think that's why he went bald. I think because he was already going there, and people made fun of him all the time for the receding hairline and the kind of bald spot in the back.
If you notice, though, a lot of the officials are bald, like in corporations. And I think it's because, I don't know, I guess it kind of looks good in a way. I don't know. Like, I noticed a lot of, like, higher up people that are not really that old, but old, like, in their, like, 40s or 30s or something, get into their 40s.
Yeah.
They're bald or have, like, a nice clean shaved head or something like that, not, like, entirely bald. And I don't know. I mean, it looks alright. I mean, I guess anyone can kind of pull off a bald look or something, but I don't know. Can you pull off a bald look, Sheep?
I can't. I was in the military, and my bald head looks bad as fuck.
You think so? I guess it all depends on
Anybody
your
can pull.
shape of your head.
Anybody can pull off a bald head. I'll be honest. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
It takes. You have to. A lot of times, it's just having the confidence to wear it.
Yeah.
You could, if somebody doesn't have the confidence to wear that bald look, you could tell, and But I mean, almost anybody can wear it, and especially once you get used to it, that you can't picture them any other way after a while.
Yeah.
6 months from now, we won't even remember that Baron Corbin had hair.
Yeah, if he keeps it like that.
I mean, I'm just saying that we probably won't. He probably will keep it like that, because think how long it would take to grow back and all the shitty, bad hair stages he would have to go through. Unless he gets injured and written off. Unless he gets injured and written off TV for 6 months, I don't think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to me that was the best part of the whole little promo was Baron Corbin's bald head.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, who was it that said? I think. Yeah, Braun Strowman said he was going to cash in on Brock Lesnar. That's like 2 or 3 times he's mentioned Brock Lesnar by name and said that he's going for Brock Lesnar. Nobody else is in there saying that. Name dropping Brock Lesnar. That's one of the reasons it leads me to believe Braun Strowman is definitely maybe going to win.
Mentally, Cole. That's the real question. I don't care about how good you look. If you don't
That is
have
true.
enough
That is
stairs,
What do you
you're
guys
simply
think?
not going to succeed.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
All right. So we'll just move right on into the very first match of the night. That was Sasha Banks versus Ember Moon, Natalya, and Alexa Bliss. So looks like Bliss had a little injury there. Left her leg was hurting a little bit.
Oh yeah. What injury was it? Was it your
her shoulder, her leg, her stomach?
Yeah, and Alexa Bliss was like, "It was my leg."
Yeah, it's like that the Eminem song, you know. Oh, I mean it is, but I also got a bum knee.
Yeah.
Let's see if we get any of that here tonight.
So the match was. It's why I mean I guess Money in the Bank's a good time to kind of show what these people up in the ring with each other, you know, in a multi-person capacity. But isn't that all we ever see from women's matches in the WWE? Is like fatal four-ways and the six-man tags and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it seems like I'm sick of that. I mean, and I'm also sick of the same one-on-one matches over and over again. But you know, that's a whole different story.
Well, they
mix it up a little bit.
They put a lot of people in a match. They match everybody up in a match, like a 6-man match or 6-woman match. They just do that because they have nothing else to write. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, no. Here's what it is that they've got so much room on the card that they've got to do with all these guys, and then they're like, oh shit, we forgot about the girls. Well, let's just get them all represented, and it's kind of like how I did my universe mode the other day. It's like I realized I had 12 subscribers, but or you know, like 12 subscribers who have characters, but only room for, you know, like 8 in the card.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, shit. So I guess we're doing a lot of tag teams and fatal four-ways and, you know, battle royals and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I see why they make that decision, because I've been forced to make that decision, and I'm not even a real GM. So.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I get you.
Yo, you should be freaking GM. You should be GM.
Yeah, let's get Sheep as GM.
Oh god,
Sheep for GM.
Yeah, hashtag Sheep for GM. We'll do that.
That's right. That's right. So Natalya got Bliss in the sharpshooter and got the tap. So that was I didn't see that coming, but I think that was kind of just to throw people off the trail. I don't think Natty's gonna win the Money in the Bank. It's just not in the card, though.
Yeah, I get that. I'm with you on that one. I don't think Natty's gonna win. Yeah. I don't see her winning unless they pull a big, you know, upset with her, and she actually finally gets, you know, her title shot opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I could actually like see like probably Ember Moon probably getting the Money in the Bank.
I think out of all people, I think it would be Ember Moon or Sasha.
Yeah.
No, not Sasha. What I'm talking about?
Charlotte.
No, not Sasha. That's not who I'm thinking about.
Like also talk about something also.
What?
Yo, thank God, like we're not freaking seeing a boy Sasha Banks and Bailey segment.
Oh, yeah, that's good. You didn't see that. You're right.
Thank God we did not see that. Oh yeah, or I would have been bored out of my mind.
He's looking at it.
All right. So following that match, we had Dolph and Drew teaming up against Breezango. Now this was this was a beatdown. You know, Fandango got murdered.
These guys are giving it their all here tonight.
There's just no other way around it. That was a squash match for Dolph and Drew. And a good one. I mean, it was a good match. But you just hate to see Fandango, you know, the fashion police, you know, taking a beat.
Man, they've been taking beatings, so I'm used to it.
Well, I know, but they got to win sometime, you know. It's not right.
I mean, wait, was Fandango the ones that eliminated them in the tag team thing?
Oh yeah, it was. It was Brazongo who eliminated.
Yeah, Brazongo that eliminated them.
Yeah,
so I understand why they got put in the match then.
Yeah. So McIntyre and Drew still looking good. I think they're definitely either tag team title contenders, or McIntyre could get a push for either mid card or even Universal title down the line. I think McIntyre has that potential.
I can't wait to see the tag team titles on them. It'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Has Dolph Ziggler ever got a tag team title?
Yes. With what didn't the cheerleading squad have tag team belts one time?
Oh yeah.
I think I might have to look at that. I don't remember that far anymore.
That misses the mark. That wasn't even close, Michael.
That was the last time he got a tag team title. Well, he's always been a mid-carder, so he's never really had tag team partners. What was the last tag team partner Dolph Ziggler had?
Jax.
Was it Jack
Swagger? I was gonna say Jack Swagger, and I realized that those two were actually led by Vicky Guerrero. I just realized that.
The only team I really remember him in, besides the cheer squad, was the one with Big E. But they weren't even a team, were they? They were like friends.
Yeah, they were friends. They weren't really a team.
Yeah, I think like he was his bodyguard, wasn't he?
Something like that.
I don't know. I wasn't really watching back then, so I'm not completely positive.
I don't even remember.
I think they were actually stupid track.
But I do know that Soul is a big fan of both of them. And I'm a pretty big fan now. The Dolph and Drew thing is definitely starting to hit home. I like it. I want to see more of it. I think there's definitely some gold in these guys' futures.
Yep. I see it.
Any thoughts on Dolph and Drew, guys?
Me on the event,
they make a good tag team so far, from what I can see. I like it. I mean,
they've actually got a great
I want to see them in some real tag team matches though. But from like their moves and whatnot in the ring, just their whole performance is really good. I like the team up with them, like them being paired together. So
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Okay. That's all I really gotta say. The match was what it was. I mean, it wasn't really a like intense match.
Squash match.
Yeah, it's a squash match.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. I can't say nothing else about it.
Alright, so moving on. Roman Reigns versus Sunil Singh. Why this was a match, I don't fucking know. Why I have to see Sunil Singh fight anybody ever, I don't know. I guess it's so that Jinder Mahal
talking about another squash match here. Two squash matches back to back?
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm sick of seeing the Singh brothers being thrown in one-on-one matches with people like way, way, way above their level, just so that Jinder Mahal can attack them from behind. Like, I get it, I've seen it. That's not the only thing they can do with Jinder Mahal. They do know this, right? There's other things they can do besides have whoever he's feuding with fight one of the Singh brothers and then he attacks from behind. He does that with everybody. He did that with Randy Orton. He did it with who was the other guy who was feuding with there for a while?
Shinsuke Nakamura. He's like done with everyone. But like the problem is, right, like that match, the Roman Reigns versus Sunil Singh, that was actually supposed to be Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal, and then Jinder Mahal decided to say, "Oh no, you know what? Nah. Let me just
no,
like
actually, here's what he actually said. This is what Jinder Mahal actually said. He was saying, "You're not gonna be fighting me. You're gonna be fighting somebody who's something feet tall." And we all thought it was gonna be like the Great Khali, because from what he was going with, what he was saying, he was kind of making like mentions of the Great Khali until he pointed out to freaking Singh, and Singh is like, what? What? He's like, the great Singh.
Oh god. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that did not make up for it.
I have heard everything like what's been going on.
A little tiny joke did not make up for me having to sit through this.
It was all just for a little tiny joke, but will we actually end up seeing that? I don't know how long this feud is gonna last with Jinder Mahal and what's his name?
Like
Roman Reigns.
Here's the thing.
Will we actually see the Great Khali back?
Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton wasn't good, and that even included. Remember Randy Orton? I'm reading off a Bleach Report here, and they did remind me, so I'll give them credit where credit's due. But, you know, Randy Orton, when he beat up the Singh brothers, and that's still a gif now running around. The face he made when he threw the Singh brother over that table.
Oh, yeah, when he did.
He was like, oh, shit, I think I just, accidentally killed that guy.
Yeah.
That was great. You can't top that. And that wasn't even, that one particular part was a bright little nugget in a big steaming piece of shit. So if Roman Reigns can't even get close to that little tiny moment in time, what makes you think that this feud with Jinder Mahal is doing anybody any good? Oh, sick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't care. Jinder Mahal. They gotta get 3MB back together. But Drew McIntyre is good for where he's at right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe
but
new
3MB. Always have,
new 3MB. Heath Slater, Rhino, and Jinder Mahal. They're both on the same brand.
Heath Slater, Elias, and Jinder Mahal.
Yes, that would actually be the perfect one. That would definitely be perfect.
Told you. I know what to do. Hire me. I'm available, WWE. You got my deets. Just tweet the deets.
Yep. Oh.
Ben, you got any thoughts on Roman Reigns and Mahal? Sunil Singh?
Yeah, I would have actually preferred to see freaking Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal on freaking Raw, but Sunil Singh, come on. Oh, you have to. Why is freaking Jinder Mahal just running away from freaking Roman Reigns? We've seen him brawl. Why the hell is Jinder Mahal all of a sudden he's just freaking absolutely being scared of freaking Roman Reigns?
Because he's a heel, and that's typical heel behavior.
He's being a coward. I got a question for you guys.
Yeah, somebody turned his cowardly stat all the way up instead of bold.
I got a question for you guys, or I don't know. I'm just wondering. This has nothing really to do with it, but since we're talking about Singh. How much money do you think those people get paid for not really wrestling, but to take bumps and shit like that?
Probably millions of dollars. Probably
No, they don't. Ben, there's the low mid card. I almost make as much money as a low carder, a jobber. They make about $60 to $70,000 a year.
Where's this fax coming from?
I've read it somewhere. Let me see if I can pull something up.
We don't have to talk about it. I was just wondering because I was just thinking about it. We got these people in wrestling that don't wrestle. They're jobbers basically, and they're just taking bumps and shit all the time, and it's just like. They get paid enough for that shit? They must if they're in it. But
I don't think he can afford to come up short in this one.
I don't know.
I'd say that statement is more true now than ever before. That's how heated the competition here
at
WWE is.
Let's see. Here's one thing. Here it is. I'll show you something. Jinder Mahal, before he got the title stuff, was making $70,000 a year. Darren Young was making $80,000 a year. That's back when they were wrestling. So not enough time that and you have to think that much money plus there's they have to pay for their own travel, their own hotel rooms, their own fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and they even like also got to buddy pay from their own freaking visa, like if you come from a different country. So.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they don't make much money, and it's like there are people that like me. I almost make, you know, 50, 60,000 a year, and well, I think I make like 30, like 40 or like 35, something like that. So maybe not even half, but it's still not that much. It's still not that much in the scheme of things.
Wow, Brock doesn't make more than John Cena.
Especially considering all the expenses they have. They have to pay for their own costumes. I imagine that shit's expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Custom-made clothes all the time.
Let's move on to the next match.
The next match was I got this. I can tell them what it is. I'm capable of reading it too.
Okay. I apologize. I apologize to you, Sheepshifter.
That's right. The B team versus Heath Slater and Rhino. Another step forward for the B team. While I don't quite think they'll be winning the championships, it's a nice little.
You don't think so? You don't think the B team is gonna win over the Wyatt?
I don't, and here's why. Because Dolph and Drew need somebody serious to beat.
And Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy is somebody serious?
It's more believable. It's a more believable threat than the B team. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
if Dolph and Drew beat the B team for the tag team titles, it's not going to be a good match.
No, we discussed this before. We discussed this before. We discussed McIntyre and Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler are going to face those AOP guys when they come back and have a feud with them. And then there's going to be the continuing feud of B team and Heath Slater and Rhino until either Rhino and Heath Slater win the titles back, and then what's the name, AOP or Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler go for the titles, and then they're gonna have a feud again with AOP.
I'm sick. That's another thing. I'm sick of. You've got a 3-hour show.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that you never see half of all these people? I think they've, you know, we see the same feuds all the time, the same faces all the time, but yet there's all this other talent that they're just not even using. There is AOP. There is, you know, a whole lot of other very good talent that they're not even using.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, can I also just talk about AOP just for a very quick moment? So if this doesn't actually require anything from what happened on Raw. The reason why they haven't been appearing on the shows is because one of the AOP members, it's like because of something about their visas, they've had to get them rechecked, and it was cleared this week, I think. Yeah, that's why they haven't appeared on Raw.
What about Sanity? When are they coming?
I think
to SmackDown.
They made a debut at a house show not too long ago. So it should be any day now.
Now there's the counter.
Yeah, what do you think they're going to do about Nikki Cross though? Is she going to come to Brooklyn SmackDown?
Probably.
She needs her title one first.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I highly doubt it. Not with. I think that's why she lost.
Really, you think so?
It's so she could go to the roster.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I understand that.
If the people watching have not watched Chicago,
you kind of just gave a spoiler right there.
Well, that'll be.
Yeah, thanks. Whoever's getting the spoiler, shame.
I got to see that part, so.
Yeah.
What about this match? Heath Slater, B Team, and Rhino?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know, because like remember, the B Team did actually eliminate Heath Slater and Rhino.
Wait.
From the match. Actually, no.
I don't remember. Wasn't there a little promo with Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt coming out for this?
No, they were ringside, I think.
Now it's Roman Reigns on his
actually,
heels.
no, they were. I think they came out after.
There are 2 other guys in there that want this match.
Well, maybe so. I just know that.
Because I remember that they had a promo that they came out and started talking to.
It must have been
the
at the end after the match was over. You know what I mean? How they'll come out and be like, "Oh, that was wonderful."
I think it will be.
Either way, this match was. It was what it was. I mean, it was pretty decent match, I guess. Heath Slater and Rhino used to be a thing until they just became a joke again. They were a joke to start off with, and then they gained titles, lost it. I don't know what they're gonna do with Heath Slater and Rhino. It's kind of upsetting because I did like Rhino back in his prime days, but you can say BT undefeated.
Yeah, we could always actually see like Rhino like turn on Heath Slater. That could be a chance. Like for just to get them over, like Rhino over. I
don't know. You want to move on to the next segment?
Oh yeah.
You ain't got nothing to say?
Actually, I didn't see this bit because I wasn't watching it.
Sheep, you there?
Sheep.
Yeah, I'm here. So the next little bit was Elias coming out to
this was a good
segment. Song and little singing. It's a good little bit. And then he had the guitar with the Intercontinental title painted on it. That was pretty cool. Architect comes out, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let me point out, this was this Raw was actually in my home state. So I got to hear Elias make fun of my people. My peoples. He said, "I'm not used to performing in front of a bunch of Arkansas hillbillies."
Oh God, yeah.
Wow,
Burn.
what an insult to a crowd.
Burn.
Arkansas.
He called me a hillbilly.
Yeah. He called Sheep a hillbilly. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Asshole.
Yeah, but actually the custom painted guitar was made by John Mayer.
Yeah, that's what he said. It was made by John Mayer.
It looks good though.
But it wasn't actually made by John Mayer, Ben.
Yeah.
I hope you don't believe that.
He said
I just looked it up.
I know, but that's what he said. They just put his name in there. And I mean, okay, so the guitar looks alright, but I'm pretty sure they didn't take their sweet time doing it. From where it looks like it's kind of amateurish, but it still looks good. Other than we know, it could be just a printed film and pasted on top, like hydro dip. You know what hydro dipping is?
Yeah.
It's like a printed film. It's like ink or paint, and it's printed out, and you put it in water and dunk an item in, and it just like pastes that image on an item. But yeah, I mean, it looks good no matter what.
Street, even Bleacher Report's calling Rollins red hot.
Well,
Crossing
Red Hot
paths with the
Rollins
red
coming
hot
out.
champ.
So yeah, the architect came out, and what was he saying? He was saying something about when he got in the ring, he was looking at the new guitar, and he was like, "Oh, let me get a good look at this." He was looking at it, picks it up. He goes, "Wow, it looks really good. Did you guys get a look at this?" He was showing everybody in the crowd the custom guitar. Elias was just like going on saying, "No, put it down. I'll come in there and get it. I'll come in there and get it. Just put it down." And he goes, and he said, "Wait, did he say something about I really want to destroy this, but I'm not. It's such a good piece," or something like that. I don't know, something along the lines where he was saying that he wanted to destroy it, but he didn't because it was nice. And he lays it down flat on the floor, and then he starts going on and saying something. Goes, "You know, I am the architect, and they do say something when I tap my foot on the mat. And he started like hesitating to like, you know, do the like kind of curb stop thing onto the guitar. And I thought that was pretty funny. It was just like making Elias like twitch and shit and tweak out. And then he actually finally goes for the curb stomp onto the guitar and busts a big ass hole in it. But that was pretty cool. It was a good bit. I liked the bit. It was a pretty good bit.
As far as promos go, this is definitely good stuff.
Yeah.
Ben, do you have anything to say about this promo?
Remember, I didn't watch Raw, so I have nothing to say about this.
Oh, okay, never mind. You don't matter. So we're moving on.
And you guys wonder how it's gonna be like when I stream a podcast with
that
Ben
was
by
like
myself.
an absolute diss to me. No, that was an absolute diss to me. Right.
Well, you gotta do your homework, Ben.
Yeah,
this is your job.
Who doesn't
Wait,
have
Ben, you didn't watch Raw at all?
No, I didn't watch Raw.
Oh my god, this guy.
This guy. So the next match was Bayley going head to head with Ruby Riott. There was a little backstage thing at the beginning. It was kind of dumb. I guess I like Bayley and Ruby Riott better than Bayley and Sasha.
Oh, definitely,
but that's not saying much. It wasn't the worst thing I saw that night, but it was probably one of the more forgettable things I saw that night.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because at least I remember the bad things. Like, I had to just sit here and read this whole thing to remember what happened. Besides the spray painting on Bayley, the R on Bayley.
Yeah, why did they make that an R anyway? Oh, trying to represent Riott Squad.
Yeah, Riott Squad. You got it, Ben. Don't worry, you got it.
Yeah. No.
He's like, why did they put an R?
Considering that I pretty much forgot about this match, I don't have anything really else to add to it unless somebody else has something to say about it.
Yeah, I'm not not even care about all the women's matches anymore. It's just
Anybody else? You talking about me, Streetkilln, the one that actually watched Raw?
Sometimes they're bad. Yeah, definitely.
About this match, Ruby Riott Squad. They actually okay. So they've been doing like, you know, not really promos or anything, but they've been doing like some actions where they go around destroying shit, which actually now makes more sense than when they first came in. Because when they first came in Raw, and they were just talking trash to every, you know, diva or female wrestler, and basically trying to say they're gonna take over. But, you know, you have Riott in a name, you might as well do something crazy, right? So them like destroying shit in the women's locker room, just destroying shit, ripping shit apart, and then this week they were just going down the hallway, throwing things over, throwing things here, there, breaking shit, and it makes more sense. And I don't know how long they can keep doing that. I mean, I might understand why they just started doing it from before. Maybe they couldn't really do it before, because that would take a lot of props just to set up, just to be destroyed, you know what I'm saying? If they do it every week. But at least add some more, like, kind of, not like chaos, but add some more flair to the group. It's like, there's not much to them, other than their characteristics, and Ruby Riott cannot do a promo at all. Her talking is horrible. I don't know what you guys think, but her promos suck ass. So she needs something.
She's better than Shayna Baszler.
You think so?
100% agree with that. Because I remember, like I actually did watch
that's my
specific,
opinion.
Shayna,
for that. But as the match, it was what it was. It was a match. It was a decent match. I mean, it was good, but not good. You have what is it? Riot winning via pinfall here. I believe it was because of one of the Riot members that interfered, distracted or something, like always. I mean, that's always going to happen.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. The afterwards where, you know, they put the R on Bailey's stomach, that was something different, like...
Black lipstick.
Yeah, it's the black lipstick that Ruby Riot wears. But it was something different, you know. It was decent. It was good. I liked it. I mean, do I like the Riot Squad? Yeah, they are what they are.
It doesn't matter what his record looks like. He's always oozing confidence.
You want to go on to the next segment, which was
the Ronda Rousey Nia Jax.
Go a long way in determining the pecking order here in WWE.
Yeah, I feel like this actually made the Ronda Rousey Nia Jax a little bit more interesting.
You think so?
Like that.
I think it just made it irrelevant. I think it just made the match irrelevant because we have Nia Jax.
We all learned something amazing in this promo.
Okay,
we learned that you can't slap in the UFC.
Oh yeah. And pull here. And pull here. Don't forget that.
I don't think you can pull hair in UFC. I think that's true, but I'm pretty sure you can slap.
Yeah, I think so. You can.
Just nobody chooses to.
You're
not going to win a fight by. Yeah, because you're not going to win any fucking fight slapping somebody.
Yeah. But
if anything, you're just going to get your ass kicked.
Let me just say this. This segment here just made the match irrelevant, and here's why. Here's what I think. You might think different, but we had Nia Jax come out here 2 times, out in the ring, talking about, you know, she can't be put into an arm bar or make it like, you know, she's Nia Jax. She's big. She can break through anything or break out of anything or dominate anyone. She kind of made other women look smaller than her. You know, the whole hero segment with that other girl in the ring, this nobody, and she said, look at her, I can do this, I could do that, she's not going nowhere. And she had the whole thing about doing the arm bar on her, and she just picked her up and slammed her down. Now we have Ronda over here this week. She comes out of nowhere, puts an arm bar on Nia Jax, and Nia Jax couldn't get out of it. She tried, but she couldn't, and then she tapped instantly. Which kind of made the match coming up to Money in the Bank kind of irrelevant. Unless she could actually get out of it. But she tapped so quick after it. I mean, maybe because it wasn't an actual match.
She did fight out of it, though. She did fight out of it like for a very long time.
It's just, she didn't last that long. She was trying to pick her up for the first couple of seconds. Trying to pick Ronda Rousey up to slam her down, and she couldn't. And Ronda Rousey readjusted and got the armbar locked in even harder. And then she tapped out instantly after that. It's like, alright, cool. You're trying to prove that you could get out of it, but then you just tap out. It's like, yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Sheep?
I think this was bad on every level.
Bad.
Bad. Very bad. I'm done with it. You know, if it keeps going this way, I'm just gonna be done with Ronda Rousey. I might still have some hope for Nia Jax, but I'm already almost done with Ronda Rousey. Like, Nia Jax can at least, you know, sell the moves that she does. You know, she can do those well. She doesn't look cringy in the ring.
Only during her promos. Only during her promos she was cringy.
She doesn't need to do promos. That's the point. She should just be quiet and intimidating and, you know, kick some ass.
If there's a superstar who won't back down from a fight, if there's a guy who will just keep coming at you, it's Enzo.
They shouldn't even had Ronda talking. They should have had somebody talking for her. She wasn't ready. She's still not ready. I don't know that she'll ever be ready. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so are we done with the whole stupid freaking Ronda Rousey Nia Jax business?
It's like that. It's like that commercial WWE has. She was ready for the games. She was ready for UFC. She was ready for this. It's like what? Yeah, she's not ready for WWE.
Remember, like Ronda Rousey, she is.
Maybe this is a whole shit though, to make us think she's not ready. Since they have this whole she was ready thing.
You know what I'm saying? Now inducted to the Hall of Fame though, for the UFC.
I know she's in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Okay, is she the first woman inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame?
But things can change in an instant.
I don't even know, honestly.
He's got to be careful here.
Probably the only woman in it right now.
Probably.
Way of getting out of hand very quickly.
Because back then, UFC was just mainly about guys and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely about AKA.
Well, she was the first women's champion.
Havoc in here. Look at Finn Balor here.
So yeah.
Moving on to the next
Nia Jax. It happened. So next was Kurt Hawkins going up against No Way Jose. And this was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Kurt Hawkins in the conga line coming out and trying to attack, but wasn't good enough. No Way Jose almost immediately wins. Which, this kind of like, this kind of upset me because they like threw away that whole thing with Baron Corbin. So I guess now Kurt Hawkins isn't going to beat Baron Corbin.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, I'm so confused. Where was the entire freaking like Kurt Hawkins versus Baron Corbin match? Like, that's like the match I was waiting for, but nope.
I don't think we're gonna get that. I don't think we're gonna get a Baron Corbin versus anything these days. Since the whole thing now that the whole shtick he has now. I don't think he's gonna even wrestle anymore.
Don't tell me like we're hopefully gonna get a freaking
Baron Corbin GM.
Business.
I think Baron Corbin's gonna be the next GM. Watch. Baron Corbin's gonna be the next GM.
Oh, yeah. If that happens, well, I'm not watching Raw ever again.
No, the Authority's gonna come back. And Baron Corbin's gonna be right there.
Oh, hey, Kurt Hawkins.
Back in the ring again.
So, yeah. Nothing good for Baron Corbin. Street, anything you got to add about the No Way Jose match?
Makes the intention unmistakable to belittle.
So, like you said, I kind of thought, you know, okay, so the whole conga line thing, he was in the back of the conga line, disguised as one of the members, and we were waiting for him to come out. We didn't know he was back there until he came out. And if you kind of looked before he kind of went in the ring and he was still in line, the camera kind of panned to more to the area of the conga line to what's his name? No Way Jose. And I kind of looked and I studied and I'm like, oh, that's Kurt Hawkins over there in the back of the line. He's gonna get the drop on what's his name? Just said it. He's gonna get the drop on No Way Jose, and he's gonna win. He's actually gonna win. He's gonna be 201. And then the whole thing kind of just switched up, and that didn't happen. I was like, oh, okay. So that was just, yeah, that was nothing. But yeah, I'm hoping for a win soon for Kurt Hawkins. And why? Because I think it would be more of a accomplishment, not just for him, but just in general. I mean, you have this big ass losing streak and you finally come up and win I think everybody's looking for him to have a win finally. I mean, it's been a while that his losing streaks have been going on, and he has shirts about it and whatnot. And I feel like maybe around 250 would be the end, or 210. Something kind of even number, because having an odd number is kind of annoying in my opinion. And I was feeling like, that's why I felt like he was going to win, because at 200 losses and 1 win, it'd be, it'd be good. It'd be a good looking number right there. But, I mean, not good looking number, like 200 losses, that's not really that good, but it is what it is. But, I don't know. You can only hope, right?
Yeah, but if Kerr actually had like a trainer, like, who would it be though?
Would be you, Ben.
Oh, yeah, of course I would be teaching him how to fucking do exploder suplexes. Yeah, you're already even teaching him how to do the pedigree.
Go on, Ben. Go on. Teach him all this stuff. Alright. I guess we can move on now.
Yeah, even like the freaking super class. That's all we teach.
So the next segment was Sami Zayn's obstacle course. They're just... You can't...
Okay.
I can't even begin to... I
thought this segment was actually better than the last segment. I thought it was better than the last segment. I thought it was pretty funny, pretty cool, pretty interesting. I knew how it was going to end up. I knew how it was going to turn out. For the people that don't know, yeah, Bobby is having a feud with Sami Zayn.
Kind of sucks already. It's already sucking.
I don't know, this segment kind of made up a little bit for everything else. But
no.
Not everything else, but for the last segment, which was cringy in my opinion. But this segment wasn't really that cringy or anything. I mean, it was interesting. For me, at least. I don't know about for you guys, but for me it was interesting. I thought for a second that Sami Zayn was gonna participate until I realized that, he's Sami Zayn and he's gonna get the drop on Bobby Lashley. But yeah, if you can get on to how this whole thing went down.
Basically just set up an obstacle course for Bobby Lashley and kind of ribbed him, saying, if he was really an army man or if he was really a soldier, he would be able to beat him in an obstacle course. And then the one thing that makes you kind of feel that it was more real is that there was a coin toss. So unless he rigged the coin toss, he could have ended up going first. But even if he would have went first, I still think the results would have been the same. He still would have attacked him, and it wouldn't have mattered in the first place.
Yeah.
So I guess it doesn't matter. But this was I didn't. Sami Zayn can, still give a good promo even when he's got crap to deliver it with. But
of course.
I'm not enjoying any of this. I'm ready for it to be over so both guys can move on. I
am too, but like I said, I like this promo, this segment. I liked it better than the last one.
Please, let this end at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Yo, even before, that they freaking troll us and they put it to SummerSlam probably. Yeah, I would freaking hate that if they put it to SummerSlam, because then I was going...
Please no, don't watch till SummerSlam.
You don't want to see anymore.
No, thank you.
Which I feel like this was better than the fucking Sisters, though. I'll say that. It's way better than the Sister one.
Moving on, we had Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor versus Bobby Roode versus Kevin Owens. This was a really good match. There was a little bit from everybody. Everybody had their moment. Braun Strowman went around the ring and, hit everybody with the running thing that he does.
Just stop you for 1 second? Can we please talk about Kevin Owens taking these mean-ass bumps from Braun Strowman, these shoulder tackles that he takes from Braun?
Oh.
Jesus, dude. Kevin Owens can take a fucking bump like that. I can tell you that. Like, you first, did you see when he first started doing it? How high that Kevin Owens flipped and fell? Dude, that's just crazy. I'm like, damn, Kevin Owens can take these bumps. Just repeatedly, around, around. There was one point when he took like 3 of them in a row, right? When he just kept going around the ring and around the ring, Braun Strowman. Like, I wanted to bring this up before when it first started happening, when Braun Strowman first started doing this to Kevin Owens over and over again. I wanted to bring it up, but I never kind of remembered to bring it up. But the bumps are crazy. He does it hard on Kevin Owens.
Well, I think Kevin Owens just has the, that little. It's not necessarily a backflip; it's like a back flop.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just gotten that down to an art. He's just really good at doing that and making it look really good. I don't think it actually hurts him because I used to try to do backflips all the time, and that's about as close as I could ever get. It's doing what he does when Braun Strowman hits him, but it doesn't hurt. I can land like that, and it looks like it should hurt, but it doesn't really because of how you almost fall into it like you would if you were doing the worm or something.
No, but I'm talking about the shoulder tackle part.
I know what you're talking about. Well, I mean, yeah, that's probably got to be jarring, maybe some.
Yeah.
It's definitely got to probably knock the wind out of
you. Yeah.
The frog splash off the ladder.
Oh.
That was pretty. That was pretty dope. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Yeah, I definitely did. Okay, can I also say something? Yeah, I swear, like I think it was like I think it was like 3/4 of the match. That freaking Kevin Owens. Oh, frick! Like now it's got a little bit to say. Yeah, it took about like 3/4, of the entire match with Bobby Roode, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, all just teaming up on Braun Strowman. Well, we all know, it's 3 superstars against 1. Braun's just gonna take all of them freaking down. But at Money in the Bank, it's gonna be like 7. So, can 7 people take down Braun Strowman?
You think all 6 guys are gonna go after Braun?
They will.
All at once.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we never seen it before. We kind of seen it in Elimination Chamber. It was kind of similar to well, how many in Elimination Chamber? There's 1 less in Elimination Chamber than a ladder match, right?
Definitely.
There's 6.
Actually, no. There's there's 2 less. There's 2 less.
Yeah. But we kind of seen an Elimination Chamber where everybody kind of went after Braun Strowman in the ring. Once everybody was in, they kind of went after Braun Strowman, and he still dominated him. So, I don't know. You think 7 people are going to take down Braun Strowman?
Yeah, but... Okay, let's actually just face it right now. Every year, we always see, some of the small guys go after the big people. We always see that. Yeah, like in every Money in the Bank ladder match, we always see, some big man getting, ganged by so many other people. That's what I think could be a good strategy, but the strategy, it could backfire, and we could see Braun come in with a little extra.
It always backfires though. So if they do that, you can see Braun winning. I can see this happening if they do go for this. Have everybody attack Braun, do a bunch of crazy shit. Have Braun get put to a table or something unstable. Somebody jumps off.
Yeah, throw ladders
the ladder,
on him.
Or him going through a ladder. And then for most of the rest of the match, you have the other 7 competitors in the ring fighting out until Braun Strowman gets up, beats everybody up, goes for the Money in the Bank and wins it. That's what I see if they do something like that. What about you, Sheep?
Yeah. Well, if I was in this freaking match, that's what I would do. I'll go after the big man first. I don't know why I just brought myself into that situation.
I didn't know you were Sheep.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Sheep.
So yeah, my favorite to win is Braun Strowman, but I think there could be an upset. You know, I think the potential New Day push. You know, if it's Big E, you know, I think a lot of people will go, "Oh, here it comes." Almost the same as if it's Xavier. If it's Kofi, I don't think anybody's going to think he'll win unless it's to finally. Because he's been in like 6 Money in the Banks and he's never won.
And he finally wins. Yeah, there's a lot of options here. It's crazy.
Yeah, anybody could win it. That's the thing about Money in the Bank is that you never really know, and it's usually the one you least expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going by that logic, the one you least expect is what?
Rusev.
No, I don't know. He's got such a huge.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's true. He got a huge push. And there's a lot of people behind him.
I would think Bobby Roode would be the big underdog.
Yeah, Bobby Roode. You would at least expect Bobby Roode to win it, yeah.
So, I mean, if we're going that way, I say Bobby Roode. But if I'm going for my favorite, I'm saying Braun Strowman. And that's who I want to win. I want Braun Strowman to win. I want Braun Strowman to cash in on Brock Lesnar.
You just want a Monster in the Bank t-shirt.
What I want to see.
I do like fun.
Finn Balor, okay, either Finn Balor wins it or Braun. Like those are the two people I really want to see win this.
Who's Braun?
No, okay, you know Braun and Finn Balor.
Braun.
No, I said Braun. Not fucking
Braun. You said Braun.
Braun. It's Braun. You said Braun. Oh, my God. Yeah. Nah, he's gonna win. What? What match is this?
This is the last match, Ben, that we were talking about.
Yeah.
I just say so.
Which was a good match, in my opinion. It was a good match. I mean, having all 4 of them in the ring, obviously you knew who was going to win. But yeah, I would honestly like to see Finn Balor win the match. But, I mean, it's kind of here, kind of to prove a point that, you know, Braun Strowman can't take on multiple people at once, but they already proved that point many times. Especially
when he won the tag team champions by himself.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
he took on people in Elimination Chamber, so I don't know. It is what it is. We couldn't move on if we're not going to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, let's go on to SmackDown, guys. So SmackDown started with that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben. You got it.
No. I was just actually trying to load up like what happened on SmackDown. I still feel like
they certainly know he is
I didn't see. I think probably half of it of the beginning of SmackDown. I came home when they were talking basically. And with Ronda, not Ronda, what's her name?
Okay.
What's her name? The manager that came out.
Paige.
Yeah, that's where I started seeing it from.
Yeah, so it starts with a women's Money in the Bank summit that where Paige comes out. She starts like talking about like all about the people. Oh, come now, it's complete people or don't worry. Yeah, I'll let Sheep just talk about it because I'm like, Hope's gonna mess up my whole words today, don't worry. But yeah.
No, go ahead, Ben. You got it.
You got it, Ben.
No, I'll stop.
Let's hear Ben take over the podcast today. Wow. Let's hear it from Ben.
He misses there.
What happened, man? Come on. You keep jumping in there like you got it, so let's finish it.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm just gonna have my water first. So I can.
Ooh, Ben getting a little nervous over here. The spotlight's on him.
Okay, so yeah, so Paige, she opens up the show with just to host the Women's Money in the Bank Summit. So who comes out first? So there's Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Lana, Naomi. They all come out, and then they get interrupted by Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville. Oh, like they should be representing the Blue brand. Yeah. And then, yeah, and then like after that, it turned into like an complete brawl, and then it gets turned into an 8-women tag team match. Any thoughts on this segment about with the women?
Yeah, another 8-woman tag match. Yeah, I mean, it's unheard of. It's probably the most important decision WWE's ever made. I mean, who would have ever thought? 8-woman tag match? What?
Of course.
Mind blown.
Why are we always like seeing different? Yo, I swear I swear that the women's division. Yo, I swear they're absolutely going nowhere with the women's division on SmackDown. It's just like
nowhere.
Not want to do that crap.
I know, it's just. Oh yeah, but then of course, yeah, just and then of course, officials had to break the whole brawl up.
Of
yeah,
course.
and then, yep. Then we got our next match. Okay, sorry if I am jumping a little bit ahead about this.
No, I ain't got nothing to say about the beginning.
Okay. Yeah,
well, I did have something to say.
Okay.
And
I'll let you.
again, I'm taking a lot of this by reading because I was doing other things and I was watching and having conversations and all kinds of stuff. So I had a lot of stuff going on when I was watching, and I didn't see this part or this bit of it. Lana apparently didn't say much at all the entire time and was actually pretty quiet, and nobody's really been saying much about Lana. So
yeah, like despite what the whole Lana Day gimmick, she's been doing.
That might be a sign that they're trying to like hide her in plain sight and set her up for that win, just like they did Carmella last year. Nobody saw Carmella coming. No one saw Carmella coming.
Yeah, but there is also a fact that don't worry, I'll probably leave it to the rumors at the end.
Yeah, leave it to the rumors at the end.
It's about your boy. Mr. the person who was with Karma, I'm not going to say his name.
Can we talk about Lana for a second? She's finally has her own Lana Day shirt. Happy Lana Day shirt.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think we've all seen that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I think
of
she's
course
had that for. I think she's had 1 week now. She's had it for.
Really?
I mean,
I didn't see her.
I think it's just.
The other week.
It's just an attempt to make more money. I don't necessarily care for it. It's like it's a shirt. I don't really care for any of the shirts. I'll be honest. Every once in a while, one's like I'm like, oh, that's cool. But generally, the shirts don't matter to me at all.
It is what it is.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I'll let one of you just do it the next segment, because...
So, yeah, on the next area, alright, we had Daniel Bryan squaring off against Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, I think I saw like the last bit of this match. I think I saw the like half of the match.
That's great. So,
hold on. So
go ahead.
On Bleacher Report, they're giving this a B+. Now, are they giving this a B+ because Daniel Bryan did most of the work and showed off, or are they actually giving the match itself B+? I think they're just giving it a B+ because Daniel Bryan did a lot in this match. And I can see that, I mean, yeah, but as for a match itself, I would have said it was a squash match for Daniel Bryan, because fucking Shelton Benjamin, who is Shelton Benjamin now? You see Shelton Benjamin being anybody, like, you see him being a mid-carder or going for any type of title other than the tag team title?
Not right now, but we said the same thing about, Carmella last year.
Can we actually like also talk about on how both Daniel Bryan and Shelton Benjamin were going for each other's knees? I know Shelton Benjamin was kept going for Daniel Bryan's knees to go for different submissions to the legs, and then after I think it was like during the final moments of the match, Daniel Bryan locked in the heel hook. Is it called? What move is it even called?
I don't know.
The heel hook. Yeah, definitely. Oh, apparently Brian and Benjamin have excellent in-ring chemistry.
Do they?
They do.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what Bloody Bleacher Report says.
Yeah, they can
They
say
have
that. They
extra-
can keep saying that. Because Shelton
Russell
Benjamin
Report.
is not even on any level as Daniel Bryan. I don't see no
Yeah.
chemistry there.
I think you're just like over hating on Shelton Benjamin.
No,
It's not Benjamin's fault that he's
I'm not overhating on him. I used to like him way back. I used to like him, but it's just
No, not those waybacks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he performs as good as he used to.
No,
Yes,
he doesn't.
most of the part I'm hating is because of what he's given. I mean, he was put into a tag team that I never cared for, which the whole remake of, American Alpha, and it seemed like that's a train reaction, or that's a thing that's WWE's been doing lately, is putting people that come back into shitty ass spots. And since it's like been happening forever now. It's like all the people that come back, you expect them to get this big pop, expect them, to get this good spot in WWE.
Yeah.
Expect them to be like a good character, somebody that's gonna be there and be meaningful in WWE. But it's just a watered down version, way watered down version of what they used to be. And the only thing that stands for them, the only thing that they have going on now is just their name. And their gimmick is basically gone. And it's just like what they're doing with them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why have these people come back? Or why sign to come back just for stupid gimmicks? I don't know.
Yeah.
And you're not even going to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
You're signing them based on the popularity of a gimmick, and then you still don't use that necessarily to its full extent.
I know. It's like, they've been doing it so much. So I don't care if Stone Cold comes back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are they going to give Stone Cold his gimmick the correct way? Is it still going to be the same old gimmick Stone Cold used to have? It's like, I feel like it doesn't matter, because I would have expected Bobby Lashley's comeback would have been huge, but it's not. It's terrible, and it's disappointing.
Definitely.
It's like, what? Why? And it's like the whole thing with what's his name now? Kurt Angle. And when he came back, I didn't think he was gonna be general manager, but when he got put in matches, it's just terrible. And I understand why it's terrible, because he's old. But still, it's not like it was that long ago he was performing in TNA or whatever else that he was performing. He did perform a year before he came to WWE, and he was still good there. But it's just, I understand his stuttering and his mix-ups. I understand that he is old, but his in-ring performance ain't that great on par. I understand that, but still, it's like all the people that come back. Why come back? Why come back if it's just gonna be terrible? If they're just gonna hand you something terrible or whatever? It's just watering down your name and what you stood for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yo, I think that. Yeah, I feel like us three should be the new WWE commentators. Because we go through the matches so specifically. Usually I just could not even care freaking less what they freaking do anymore with Raw and SmackDown. It's just bullshit anyway.
It's terrible.
So the next section, the next part was Jerry Lawler interviewing AJ Styles. The interview itself was whatever. The whole thing was really just kind of meh. But
what's the point of it?
The best part, Well, I mean, it was just it was a promo to build into Money in the Bank.
I know, but what was the point of Jerry the King Lawler doing it?
That was my favorite part. Was like, hey, we got to see Jerry the King Lawler. I love Jerry the King Lawler. He's the greatest.
Yeah, why was he actually wearing like his old attire? Like, yeah, I swear like he was wearing his old attire. He was wearing the crown, stuff like that.
He always wears the crown.
Yeah. No, he never does anymore.
No, when he was commentating, he had it down on the table.
Yeah, no, he's always got the crown, man, always.
Yeah, but he's like never bloody weared it, like, you know.
Well, like, when you're commentating, you don't want to have a fucking hat on the entire time.
You know what Ben worries about in his spare time? Goddamn Jerry Lawler never wears his goddamn crown.
No.
We didn't know it was such a big deal to you, Ben.
Damn, Ben.
Yo. Can I just
no,
say,
it is a big deal for Ben.
If you're watching the Sheep, yo, if you're watching my what was it called now? Like my watch party, like the freaking hashtags piss me off too much. I'm saying that right now. Yeah, sorry, like if you guys have not seen it, go check it out. It's really good. But
a little bit of shameless plug.
What? Sorry. Yeah, but yeah.
Are we gonna let Sheep get on to what he was talking? Ben?
It was a decent promo. It was I mean, it wasn't even it was a promo. I don't want to say it was decent because that would be overrating it. And I mean, this is from AJ. The best part was that I got to see, you know, Jerry the King Lawler again for a little bit. So I don't have anything else to add, and I think Ben already added too much to it. So you got anything, Street?
Nope. Never.
What did I add to it? What did I add to it?
What didn't you add to it, Ben?
Hang on.
We just had a 10-minute rant about Jerry the King Lawler's crown.
Yeah, of course, like I always do that all the time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Samoa Joe versus Rusev with The Miz as a special guest referee. Something we haven't seen enough of in the past few years is
just fitting The Miz anywhere they can.
Well, what happened to special? I mean, it's like we were talking about it being missing from WWE 2K18. You hardly ever see it anymore, and it's a great storytelling tool.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. Just to build up to like different.
Maybe it's because we haven't seen it in so long that we're like, oh, that's refreshing, you know, because we haven't seen it in a while. Maybe that's the key. Maybe it's just not ever doing anything all the time.
Well,
spacing it out.
The last time we seen it
don't always have 8 women tag matches.
The last time we seen it was the whole Shane McMahon thing with AJ Styles.
Yeah.
That was the last time we seen it, but it wasn't that long ago. I mean,
yeah, but you can't think of many other times other than that in the past year?
Yeah, that was a year ago.
It's not something that they're overusing, so I felt like it was a good time to pull it out. Pull that little trick out of the hat. So Rusev beat Samoa Joe, which was pretty good.
Yeah, but how did he beat him? Remember how he beat him?
Yeah, he hit him with the Matska kick after Joe bumped into Miz. Oh yeah, and he wouldn't count for him either.
Yep. Yeah, and then
so I think we're gonna get a Miz and Joe feud, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know, cause Miz has been just fitting into everything. They're just fitting Miz anywhere they want to. I mean, they had the whole New Day thing, and then they had the whole Big Cass thing, and then we had the whole Daniel thing.
Which I do wanna talk about the freaking New Day.
So that's why I thought in the beginning that Miz was gonna team up with Big Cass to take on Daniel Bryan, but then you just get put into different spots. So I just think they're just fitting the Miz in anywhere they can at the moment until they make up a good story for him or something they do for him. Because, I mean, I kind of get it. They do have to do something with the Miz because he is an amazing superstar. He deserves to be in the show, and you can't just put him on the sideline. Somebody that held the Intercontinental title as long as he did and held it multiple times as he did, he can't just be put to the sidelines right when he gets. So they have to do something with him, and that's what they're doing. They're doing something with him until they figure out what to do. As for the match itself, it was a good match. I liked it. I mean, like you said, we haven't seen special guests for in a while.
Yeah,
and we got to see special guests for
pretty funny. The ending of it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was funny. It was entertaining. It was a good match.
Yeah. Like after Miz attacked Rusev, then he grabbed the briefcase, and then. Yeah, and then he actually gave it to Byron Saxton, which actually
you skipped the whole thing here. You skipped the whole thing here. You skipped a lot. What happened was when Rusev won, Aiden English took out the ladder, put it in the ring. Rusev set up the ladder to go climb up the ladder, and before he even got to climb up the ladder, the Miz came out and hit
him with skull crushing finale.
Yeah, with the skull crushing finale, and went up to the ladder and got the briefcase. But then he put it down on the desk and the announce table, and they go to open it. He goes, "That's my contract. That's my contract." And it's like, "There's no contract in here. There's pancakes."
Byron Saxton, like had the pancakes in his hand.
And the most cringiest part that you think is funny is him saying, "New Day." That was fucking cringy. I was like,
we also talk
God.
about the freaking New Day's laugh at the end of that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, what's more cringy? Like the Miz saying the New Day, or freaking the New Day's laugh?
Definitely New Day's laugh. They gotta get rid of it. They gotta stop using it. I hate it.
Oh, it's the greatest. It's the best thing.
Yeah, definitely. Is that the main event?
No, it was not.
I thought that was the main event.
The next match was Jeff Hardy going one-on-one with Shinsuke Nakamura.
He's in a tough spot here, Corey.
I hate to keep ragging on Jeff. He's obviously hurt, man. They need to give him a break, give him a couple weeks off, something. This is we had a good match from him last week, I think. But I think he got hurt in that one.
Yeah.
Because this week he looked pretty rough. It was good, I guess. And he's got to get up now.
Yeah, definitely.
He toughed it out, So, but damn, man, he looked pretty rugged. Tired, definitely hurt.
Yeah.
And I hate to see Jeff Hardy that way. But I do like. I mean, it's bittersweet because you don't want him to end his career, but you still want to see him wrestle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He is a fantastic wrestler, but the thing I am actually gonna point out on. Why is Shinsuke Nakamura always winning, always losing all of his matches by disqualification? I used to when Shinsuke used to win all the matches with the Kinshasa. Now he's doing low blows, getting himself disqualified. That's not really building up momentum heading into Money in the Bank. What?
Shinsuke's a heel. That's what heels do. They win dirty. Or they lose dirty.
And I mean, I understand that a lot of people don't like it, but I get the low blow gimmick. I understand it. I think it's pretty funny. I'm a soul on it, It may be childish and funny and, just kind of petty, but I think it's funny. And I'm good with it. They can keep doing it. The low blow angle. It's Shinsuke's thing, I'm digging it.
So wants it to end the gimmick.
Oh, the low blows he's done?
He wants the whole feud to end.
Well,
I'm done with the feud, but Shinsuke should continue using the low blows.
Yeah,
definitely.
I have the low blow set on my character.
Yeah, and as I actually like second said, like yeah, this could be the era of Shinsuke Nakamura getting that WWE Championship. It could be the era for Shinsuke. But,
I hope so. I want to see Shinsuke hold that title. I want him. I don't care if he takes it away from AJ Styles. I mean, it's not gonna really mean much. I mean, if AJ Styles loses to Shinsuke, who cares? AJ Styles defeated and lost from other superstars much worse or much better than Shinsuke. I mean, they did have a feud in New Japan as well, and they did
there. Which is freaking amazing though. That was amazing, but
the thing is that they can't replace that feud though. That's the thing with WWE. They're trying to take a feud that happened in a different promo and try to recreate it in a different way. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
For him right now, guys.
But like Shinsuke Nakamura with the low blow, I'm kind of liking it. But like losing before, like you know, his upcoming title match, that's how really
that could be foreshadowing though. He could actually win since he's been basically losing by DQ the entire time.
Yeah.
So you think this is the one?
Could be.
It could be the time. It could be.
It could be.
Yeah, I know. Like everyone like in the pro chat is like saying, "Oh no, AJ is gonna win," but they I know like someone in my chat like today was like saying like a Pacific person could could actually freaking
a Pacific person like what, a Hawaiian?
No, you know your boy, Mr. Actually, the true Mr. Money, the true Mr. Money in the Bank, Ellsworth. Like he could freaking help, buddy. Like I don't know, like there could be like some strange reason that's but I'm not gonna mention his name anyway. James Ellsworth. I had to get that out of my system today. But yeah, but I think, okay, is there a chance that Ellsworth could, like, there could be like multiple roles he could have, like helping.
Why are we bringing Ellsworth in this?
I don't know, because like some strangers, like one of my, someone like from my chat was like saying that like Ellsworth could help like Shinsuke beat AJ. Yeah, and there's also like theories that freaking, you know, the boy Ellsworth could actually like screw Becky Lynch in the ladder match, but like we haven't know that yet. Just
that's pornographic. He's definitely not screwing Becky Lynch in the ladder match.
No, you know like what I mean, Sheep. You know what I'm trying to say about that.
This is a PG show. James Ellsworth is definitely not screwing Becky Lynch ever, probably, because I don't think she would touch James Ellsworth.
No, I meant that he's like, you know, he's freaking.
He doesn't appear to be in a hurry to get up here.
Alright, let's move on to the next match here.
The next match was the damn 8-woman tag match.
Actually, no, it was turned into a 10-woman's.
Yeah,
10 women's?
10 women's. Even better. Oh my god, OMG. I can hardly believe
CM Punk
it.
needs to return really, really bad. CM Punk return? I can't. Probably Chicago.
It's never gonna happen. CM Punk is done. He's done with wrestling.
Yeah. Can I also give a little bit of spoiler alert?
And he's done in the UFC. He got fired.
Dana White actually did fire CM Punk.
Yeah, and he fired the other guy too. Fired both of those dudes because in his opinion the match was terrible, and he said he should have made it a prelims match, not on the main card. That was hilarious.
Yeah, right.
Knocked the breath out with a crushing kick to the gut.
Yeah, that wasn't very good for
CM Punk, but like
CM Punk though.
Okay, what's CM Punk now gonna do? Is he like just gonna throw the
we'll hear about it. We'll hear about it. Don't worry. We'll get a follow-up. Man, he might go to Balor or something like that.
Probably.
Let him do what he wants to do. But yeah.
All right.
The 10 women's match.
10 women's match.
So how did it get turned into a
happens.
10 women match? I didn't even see this match because I didn't want to see it.
Okay, yeah, it actually got turned into a 10 women's tag, because Asuka wanted Carmella on SmackDown, which Paige said no, but then added Carmella and Asuka to the separate teams to make it a 10 women's tag, and I was just like, really, WWE, why?
Yeah, I didn't watch this match. I didn't watch
I
it.
accidentally hit exit. You'll have to re-invite me again.
Yeah, and who stupid enough was it for me to watch it? I had to watch it, yeah, because, yeah, I was watching it at night time. Yeah, I think it was on Channel Go, and I was just watching it, I was just like, okay, can I
Here we
just
go,
go to
guys.
sleep?
Ben's telling us his life. He was watching it at night time. He thinks it was on Channel Go. He was just going to sleep.
No, I was watching it on Channel Go, because, like, there's a,
Yeah, that's
there
what I
is a
said,
channel.
Ben. Channel Go.
Channel Go, not friggin', oh my god.
That's what I said, Ben.
I'm not arguing with you today, today. I just made sure. But
It's
yeah,
not
but like,
arguing.
but as it actually did turn out, Asuka did actually make it the champion tap out to the Asuka lock, so that's kind of actually like, yeah, could that be a foreshadowing to see what could happen at Money in the Bank?
Nope. You want to know why?
Yeah, I think Street has something to say about this now.
Yeah, you know what I have to say? I was watching it on Channel Go. And I thought it was pretty good.
Oh my god,
until
no,
I
it
fell
is Channel Go.
asleep.
I actually will, yeah, dude, I actually will show you like the entire, yeah, dude, I will show you the freaking.
Ben, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what channel it was on.
Yeah, then like
And it
after I had to
doesn't
watch
matter when
freaking
you were
Total
watching it.
Divas. Oh my god, I hate Total Divas now.
But yeah,
Insane.
so who won? What side won?
Okay, yeah, it was Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Lana, Naomi, and Asuka defeated Carmella, Deville, Rose, Royce, and Kay. Where Asuka made Carmella tap out to the Asuka lock in the middle of the ring, and then Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Lana, and Naomi, they actually all surrounded Asuka, and then they looked up at the Money in the Bank briefcase that was high above the ring. Sheep, I invited you.
Alright. So NXT.
See you right along.
Ben, did you watch NXT?
I did watch like I didn't watch the last segment between Aleister Black and Lars Sullivan. I didn't watch that, but I did watch the other half of NXT. I did watch that. Like, yeah, I didn't watch the Lars Sullivan Aleister Black segment, but I did watch. Like,
I don't even care to hear about NXT since I just watched NXT. So whatever happened on NXT was irrelevant, unless it had nothing. Unless something in NXT happened that had nothing to do with NXT takeover.
That's so relevant to you, but well, yeah, there was some that wasn't. The War Raiders had a match. They had a match. It was another squash match.
Definitely.
They called out the Mighty, so yay! I get to see TM61 versus the War Raiders. Whatever. I'm not looking forward to that.
Can I say something?
You can say something.
I know. Like, this is going to be a massive spoiler. I already know who's going to win that match. But I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Then you're going to say it's the Mighty.
Nope.
Okay, then we already know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
You got lured into that.
I found it out, and I also found out another match, but I'm not going to spoil it here on that. Yeah. Oh, Sheep is the next Enzo, so Sheep, go to 205 Live. Daniel Martinez said that.
The next match was EC3 taking on Cassius. Oh no. I didn't care for this. This was one of the few times, which a lot of the time before TakeOver, the NXT the day before is kind of bland because they don't want to put their big talent in risk of injury, and they don't want to overexert anybody, I think. So it was kind of bland. Nobody ever thought Cassius Ohno was going to be DC3 here. Not bad at all.
Did I invite Sheep?
I give it about, yeah, you did, but I accepted, and then we're halfway through NXT now, so let's just go ahead and finish this out. So the result: EC3 defeats Cassius Ohno. I would give this match maybe a C, even maybe a C minus, but it was all right. I like EC3. I think he'll do good things.
Bleacher Report gave it a B. Don't know how it was a B.
I gave it way lower than that. I'm not impressed with anything Cassius Ohno does, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe I'm missing something that everybody else sees.
Yeah, definitely.
But the next match was Aaliyah versus Bianca Belair, the EST of NXT. She's alright. Things like Bleacher Report thinks she's the greatest thing ever. I think she's okay. I think she's strong. I don't think she's got the in-ring presence yet. Like, I don't believe she's not believable to me.
Yeah.
As far as a character, I want to see her. I need more characterization from her. So if I get that, what the hell is reminiscent of Sasha Banks. Yes, Ben. That's what Bleacher Report said.
In what freaking way?
I don't know. To them, I don't know. I can't get in their minds. You write them a letter. Ask them, in what freaking way did you mean? And maybe they'll be nice enough to answer you, Ben.
Yeah, Bianca Belair will be...
So this was a squash match. Bianca Belair defeated Aaliyah. I think they'll probably have Bianca Belair. I guess that would be good. Bianca Belair versus Shayna Baszler. I could see that. And I could see Bianca Belair potentially winning that. The hair thing, I will admit, it's kind of cool. The hair whip. It looks like it hurts like a motherfucker. So, I do enjoy that part. She's really strong, too. She, like, picked up, like, a really, really heavy person one time. I can't remember who it was. She lifted, like, she's a weightlifter or something like that. Lifted up some really heavy weight. That was like, I was like, damn, okay. So, we'll see. We'll see what's coming from her. After that was a United Kingdom Championship match. Pete Dunne and Kyle O'Reilly. Now, this was a damn good wrestling match. And for some reason, almost anytime Pete Dunne gets in the ring, it turns into... This was like...
Something happened.
If anything, this match was the kickoff show for NXT TakeOver. Like, this match right here was the kickoff show. It definitely lived up to everything it was supposed to be. It was... People that got it, you know, on NXT on Wednesday night are lucky that it was on NXT. Whoever was at NXT that day probably felt like they were at a pay-per-view after that match.
Yeah, definitely.
So that was amazing. After that was NXT's champion, Aleister Black, comes out to talk a little bit about how Sullivan caught the Black Mass the week before. And Sullivan just runs up and runs into the ring and just grabs him and beats the shit out of him. 3 straight finishing moves. And just drags him out of the ring and dragged him out of the ring and up the ramp and depositing him on the announce table.
The table, yeah.
So I mean, it made him look like a threat to Aleister Black. It made him look like a monster, but that aura will fade as soon as he leaves the leaves NXT. He's not even a big guy on the main roster. Like he's like maybe the size of Luke Gallows. You know, he's not that big.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about Lars Sullivan?
Lars Sullivan.
Yeah.
He's only big compared to Aleister Black, because Aleister Black's a cruiserweight.
Definitely.
Aleister Black could be on 205 Live. Maybe a little bit higher. Maybe he's like 220 or something like that. But so it was a good NXT. It was a good. Well, the end of NXT was good. The first half was 2 squash matches with people I don't really care about. I like EC3, but I'll be honest, I never followed War Machine before. I don't follow War Raiders now. They're not. There was such hype about them. Like they were such a big deal, and I mean when look. EC3 was a big deal when he came to NXT. Ricochet was a big deal when he came to NXT. And when they had their first match, I got it. I understood. I'm like, okay, that's why they're a big deal. When War Machine debuted, I was like, what? What's the big deal? Like, it's a dude with what looks like Nazi tattoos and, you know, and some face paint that looks like, you know, not Highlander, but Braveheart. So it's Braveheart Nazis. I don't get the. I mean, yeah, they do the little rock and roll thing and war. They get a good crowd response, but I don't see just amazing in-ring ability. I don't see anything that just makes me go, oh, okay, that's why they're such a big deal. You know, when you see the guys from the Bullet Club, the Jackson brothers, what's their names?
Yeah, the Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks, yeah. When you see the Young Bucks wrestle, you say, oh, okay, that's why people think this about them. That's what the big deal is. Yeah. When you watch, you know, the New Day or the Usos, you're like, that's why people like the, you know, that's what the big deal is. They have something. And even, you know, in NXT right now, I could think of 3 teams right off the top of my head that I can just say already just have something. You know, there's more so than the teams that are being pushed in front of us, like War Raiders and fucking The Mighty, which was TM61 last week. You've got Heavy Machinery, you've got the Street Profits. Hell, Tito Sabatelli and Riddick Moss were better, in my opinion, right now than War Raiders were, because I don't know what. I don't get it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just getting old, and you know, kids these days. But fuck, man, I don't get it. I don't get what the appeal is. I don't see what the thing is with War Raiders.
Yep.
And I guess Street doesn't really watch NXT, so he doesn't really know what's going on.
I only what's about a couple matches when they were like on the indie scene, but like as soon as they come to WWE, like when they got their names changed, I was like, nah, this is not the same fucking War Machine. I
think they did lose a lot. I think they lost a lot of hype when they changed their name.
Yeah.
That is true. I feel like a lot of people were like, or I'm done. You know, they gave up before.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I don't know why they were freaking known as Bloody War Raiders. Like, it's a bad name. I just give them Bloody Machine again. Freaking better name of freaking War Raiders.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, at least like that actually had like the crowd more hyped when the War Machine came out. Like, it made it more freaking hype. But now War Raiders is just like war, and it's just like nah. Like all that thing that's went from indie scene has gone straight into the bin.
WWE likes to ruin everything.
Oh yeah, but like yeah, but it actually does sometimes have its ups and sometimes the downs go just straight down the freaking drain all the bloody time. Do we even want to talk about 205 Live? Because
no, we never talk about.
Don't we always talk about 205 Live every single time? That's the main thing people tune in for, so that we can cover fucking 205 Live. Jesus, man.
Sorry, I had to freaking like mention it because I was like so freaking like not into 205 Live and I haven't even watched it yet. Whoops.
Man. Alright, let's talk about some news here. Which is kind of the first one being the most disappointing news that everybody already knows of Brock, you know, beating CM Punk's 434-day long standing record as the longest reigning world champion of modern era. So
Universal champion.
So he got so he's at 441. Well, past that now, which is 445 or something now. Something like that.
Half those days he didn't show up anyway, so...
Yeah,
I think like the original record...
It's the most disappointing thing ever. I mean, they did it to rub it in our face. They know most of the WWE crowd and the fans love CM Punk. And everybody loves CM Punk. Except for the people that never watched him wrestle. And which was surprising that I didn't hear no CM Punk chants in NXT, but I understand that. Reason being that NXT is a more respected brand than Raw and SmackDown. And there's also not a lot of people that go to NXT than Raw and SmackDown.
That we actually might hear like a CM Punk chant?
I think we're gonna hear CM. I'm definitely thinking that we're gonna hear a CM Punk chant in Money in the Bank. Definitely. If there was a CM Punk chant in Takeover and I didn't hear it, it's probably because they muted it down or something. But I think we're gonna hear.
They don't mute NXT. They don't mute NXT stuff. NXT is the most raw, I think, as far as the crowd. You can hear individual people saying stuff.
That's why I was saying that. Since, you know, NXT is the more respected brand these days, you know, a lot of people that show up in NXT are diehard fans and they love, you know, amateur wrestling. They love seeing, you know, wrestlers like those guys that wrestled for other promotions or just coming up, and they love seeing that and they respect them, and they're not going to go around like people in Raw and SmackDown doing these stupid ass chants that they always do. They're not going to do that. And I understand that.
This ref sucks chant. I hate that chant so much. But
or like, this is boring, or you suck, you suck, you suck.
Roman sucks.
I mean,
Roman sucks. That sounds
they do stupid, disrespectful chants in WWE, Raw, and SmackDown all the time.
Okay, can we also talk about another disrespectful chant? The one when they say you can't wrestle. Oh
yeah.
Yeah, I remember when they used to say that the boys sing like John Cena.
So, what's your guys' thoughts and opinion? What's your thoughts and opinion of this Brock breaking the record, CM Punk's record?
Okay. Yeah, half a minute right now.
I don't even think that. I just said that. I don't even think that Brock Lesnar fans are proud of this accomplishment.
Exactly.
I mean, we know this for a fact because we're pretty sure that Soul isn't necessarily proud of it. You know,
Yeah.
He's not like every day like, hey, guess who's about to break that record this week? The GOATs. Because, I mean, he knows that anybody can sit there and say that, you know, the number of title defenses compared to CM Punk's for the same amount of days.
Oh my God, where is that? Where is that image that I saw?
Wasn't it like, it was hundreds more?
Yeah, it was the compared image of CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
It's like CM Punk defended his belt like hundreds more times than Brock Lesnar did for the same amount of days.
I will say this right now. Well, it is true that CM Punk did. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, it is true. I totally get that. It's understandable, and the facts are there. And like you were saying, that, you know, you can't be proud of that. And talking about this, saying that you can't, talking about this, saying that you can't be proud. I saw on Twitter, when Paul Heyman tweeted this out, a lot of people were actually giving backlash on Twitter about it, and they said you can't be proud of this. You can't be proud, and like people that are actually fans of Brock Lesnar were saying, I'm a Brock Lesnar fan, but I'm really disappointed that, you know, they actually let him break this record because it's not well deserved, and there's other wrestlers out there that could have deserved that, you know, like AJ Styles could have deserved that, Seth Rollins could have deserved that, many other wrestlers deserved it.
Even Finn Balor deserved it.
Oh, here's the defenses. So, Brock Lesnar's at 10 defenses, and CM Punk is at 141 defenses. So he got 131
more defenses. Yeah.
Now that's something to be proud about. I think Seth Rollins is just up there with him on that many defenses, halfway there, and not even hit 437 days.
In the stream right now. Oh, and apparently
stuff like that.
But yeah, CM Punk definitely should not have been put down like that. It's just WWE's our haters. They hate CM Punk for what CM Punk did, and they wanted to shove it in our face.
Of that stupid, like, freaking, what's it called? Like, that lawsuit. Was it? I don't know if it was because of the lawsuit.
Nah.
Like, that CM Punk was going through.
No, it wasn't. They didn't care less about a stupid doctor lawsuit. I mean, I think there was something else in the news about maybe that same doctor or a different doctor that was having relations with a woman that he was treating in WWE. So he was having relations with a diva, a woman superstar that he was treating at the same time, and that's against the law. You can't have a relationship with somebody that you're treating. You know what I mean? And I saw that brought up in the news feed on Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the same doctor or a different one. I don't remember. I didn't really stop to like actually look at the whole entire details, but I saw it and I was like, oh wow, okay, interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but yeah, we've also got another rumor coming around. Ellsworth maybe returning.
Oh yeah, Ellsworth may be returning to the WWE. Is anybody excited for Ellsworth to return? Make his debut?
Everybody here knows that I am the biggest Ellsworth fan in the world. So nobody cares about No Chin music coming back.
Actually, like, the only problem is, right, that he actually had, like, I think, like, there was a couple of events that actually got cancelled because of that thing.
They backed out of an event in China or something like that at the last minute.
That could be a chance that he could, like, come back. Okay, yeah, but what role would he have part in then with Money in the Bank?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's like now what's got my attention.
I don't think he would come. I don't think he would come back that early. I don't think we'll see him at Money in the Bank, if that's what you're thinking. I think
see him,
if he does come back, he would probably come back later on, maybe around SummerSlam or past SummerSlam. But I don't see him coming back that early. I don't.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't.
Yeah,
So,
we are even.
my only big news and rumor is I'm surprised Ben wasn't Ben's big thing, because it's right there around Ben's neck of the woods. The WWE Super Showdown.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the thing happening in Melbourne, and I can't go to it because I live in Brisbane. And I don't even have
for people that
passport.
don't know, this WWE Super Showdown is a big WWE event that's gonna take place in Australia, right around.
It's gonna be the Australia's greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, definitely. Which is actually featuring like all the superstars from Raw, all the superstars from SmackDown.
Yeah, and guess who's not gonna be there? Guess who's not gonna be there?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but can I also say something?
What?
But we are actually going to be like seeing a big match between The Game, Triple H, and the Dead Man, The Undertaker, for the final time. Like,
Nice.
yeah, I think that's one of the big matches. But it will be streamed on the WWE Network. But the thing is on October the 6th, I think. I've got to make sure. But yeah, I know the tickets are available. Yeah, but I might be home to watch it. I have to find out like what I'm doing on that day. Yeah, but I'm kind of excited to see like what's gonna happen like, with Triple H and Undertaker. Yeah, I don't know, but can we also talk about Authors of Pain for a quick second about visa bullshit?
Since you're talking about, I don't know if you heard about this, Ben. I thought you would have heard about this, but Triple H. Since we were talking about Triple H, apparently Triple H is open to an idea of a cross promoting with New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't know if you heard about that, but yeah.
I think I did hear this.
There's big news about this.
What is it? What Culture Pro? I think I heard this about on What Culture Wrestling.
And this is big because you want to know why it's big? Since WWE in their network, they are featuring other promotions now in their network. You know, we got videos from different promotions now, and meaning
and we've even actually also got on WWE24 the thing like what's happening about like what happened about Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy from TNA, the final deletion. That's going to be on the network. So
could we see any New Japan Pro Wrestling, old wrestling shows or matches on WWE Network? Could that be a possibility? I mean, it'd be pretty interesting. But here's another thing: if I was New Japan Pro Wrestling, right? If I was them, and Triple H was open and McMahon is open for a deal with me, honestly, I wouldn't take it. And here's why I wouldn't take it. You guys remember the last time when there was cross promoting with WWE? You remember last time with the whole ECW WCW thing, cross promotions, and that ended up with WWE dominating and taking over WWE, ECW, WCW, and all that. They bought them out. They bought the entire company out, and that could possibly happen to New Japan Pro Wrestling, because from what I'm learning now recently is WWE is looking to expand to different countries. We're having all these different, shows and pay-per-views happening in different countries, and with the whole, started off with the United Kingdom stuff, and then the whole India stuff, and then whatever else they had in between the India and United Kingdom, and now we have Australia thing going on, and it's just like WWE's looking to expand, and they're gonna pretty soon dominate every country with wrestling, and it's gonna be pretty hectic.
Look around.
So, I mean, it's good that WWE is expanding. I mean, WWE's been around for forever, and it's primarily been, well, I can't say the word. It's been in the United States, and Having the big expansion could do a lot for them. So, I don't know.
Oh, hang on a second.
What do you guys think about that?
No, but
right.
just quickly just checking some news. And Keith Lee. Oh no, don't worry. That's from NXT.
What were you gonna say, Ben? Before I kind of cut you off.
I was about to say Keith Lee was in attendance for NXT Takeover.
Oh.
But
who's that?
Yeah, he was. I don't even know who the hell he was.
Okay, then why you bring it up?
Don't know. Update on Daniel Bryan's status. No, I don't want to put that.
Sheep, what happened to the big news that you kind of had? That you kind of gave away in my stream?
That was it.
No. There was another one. We were talking about it yesterday, I believe. In my stream, we were talking about it. Supposedly, this is true facts over here. We got some revealed WWE 2K19 leaked cover.
Oh yeah. AJ Styles is supposed to be on the cover, and Ronda Rousey is supposed to be the in-game DLC the pre-order bonus. Last year we got Kurt Angle if you pre-ordered. This year it's supposed to be Ronda Rousey, which I'm really curious to see what her overall is.
Me too.
If she's a fucking 95 like Roman Reigns or something, I'm gonna break the disc in half. I'm just gonna snap it and say I'm done. No, I'm playing.
Who do you think is gonna be the highest overall now? You think it's still gonna be the same Roman Reigns? You think it's still gonna be Roman Reigns?
I could think it could be a little bit much different.
You think so?
A little much different.
A little much different.
It could be a little much different. Imagine Brock Lesnar being the highest rated overall.
Well, what was
and he won't even be in the company anymore now.
What was Roman Reigns? Last
95.
Years.
He was 95. He's 95 in 2K.
The year before he was like 93.
Yeah. 93 years the year before. I don't know. I feel I don't know. Here's something interesting though. I feel like whoever the cover is should be the highest overall. Only because they are the cover. But it's funny because Seth Rollins is a 93, right? Or a 92? Something like that?
Yeah, he's 90. He's 92.
And he's the cover of 2K18. I mean, I understand why he's the cover because he's been made a big deal. But I feel like whoever the cover is should be the highest overall in the game since they are the cover boy. So it should be respected enough to have him the highest overall, even if it is Kurt Hawkins, but they won't put Kurt Hawkins on the cover because, it's just not how it's going to go.
Right? Yeah, are we actually going to see bald Baron Corbin in 2K19?
No. Technically, what they do is, it's usually the shit that happened a year before the game came out. So it's not going to be nothing that happened this year is going to be in the game. So whatever happened last year, everything that happened last year since the last game came out till the end of the year is what's going to be in the game. It's not going to be anything from the beginning of this year till the game release.
Jeff Hardy, United States champion.
And that's why I get disappointed with the WWE games, because it's always a year old than when they come out with. And I get that because they can't really create the game as the year goes on, so that's why they have to create the game on the year before they release it, because they can't keep creating the game, adding this, making changes and whatnot as things happen in the WWE. Even though I like Sheep's idea about, having the game updated, as WWE gets updated. Having new wrestlers in the game and the theme song switched up and this and that, but that would obviously ruin WWE and 2K as selling the games, because if they do that, then there's no point of coming out with newer games if they could just update one game.
Yeah, well, they will
and
actually,
they won't have any
they will
sales.
Ricochet in there. Wait, wouldn't Ricochet be in there then?
I'm not sure. We're just gonna have to find out on Monday because Monday is the reveal. They're gonna be revealing Monday everything about 2K19. So
Yo, can I just say something? You wanna know what one of my favorite game modes to play on this? Like in all okay, I'm gonna say like in all the matches besides freaking I'm doing the I love the my career and universe mode. Yeah, I really wish that they would just bring back special guest referee. I swear, that's like the one thing like I've been asking for a while now. They bring back in special guest referee. Have they done it yet? No. This is like, what's special guest referee done for the WWE? Like, has it destroyed the company? Don't know. But yeah, but I can't wait till Monday. But with Money in the Bank coming up, maybe it could happen.
I guess that's it for news. Do you guys want to talk about predictions for Money in the Bank?
Predictions for Money in the Bank. You already know my predictions for AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, hold on. Sheep, are you
going
there?
with my boy Nakamura.
Yeah.
My boy Nakamura.
Hold on, Ben. Let's go down the line of the card according to what you want to call Bleacher Report.
Oh God.
So let's do that. Let's go down. Money in the Bank card. So they have listed here first. They have the Bludgeon Brothers versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Who do you see retaining? Do you see retaining or
winning?
You
guys probably want it to. I'm saying Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah, I kind of want to see the club winner.
Well, a lot of people want to see the club winning. I'm saying who's gonna win? It's gonna be the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
They're waiting for sanity.
You want to say? Yeah, I'm actually gonna go with your boys, the club. Yeah, if they win, I'm gonna be like so happy if they win because they do deserve to get the victory, but
they do deserve it. I understand, but
they don't win. That's good. Yeah, and of course I have to put it at the 8.
Next here on the list we have Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. Obviously, I think
Bobby Lashley already winning.
Yeah. I mean, they have to end this feud.
Yeah, please.
Daniel Bryan versus
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley, yeah. So next is Seth Rollins versus Elias Intercontinental Championship match. You see Elias?
Seth Rollins is gonna win. I would like to see Elias win because I like Elias, but Seth Rollins probably.
Yeah, Seth Rollins is.
It's a championship match.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm changing. Yeah. I'm saying Elias is gonna win.
I want Elias to win. I feel like it's time for him to win. He's been getting so much hype. He's been getting put into a lot of crazy things.
That's why I changed it. That's why I changed it when I realized it was a championship match. Elias is gonna win.
He's been getting a lot of hype and whatnot, and he's been making a big deal, you know. Wait, so I feel like it's his time to shine, you know. What about you, Ben?
Can I also talk about a match also? Okay, Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Who do you think is gonna win?
I didn't get onto that, Ben. I'm going down the list. All right, since Ben don't want to talk about that match. Carmella versus Asuka, Women's Championship match. Carmella retaining, Asuka winning. I see Asuka finally winning here.
Asuka's gonna win.
Yeah, as much as I do want to see Carmella retain a title.
Oh wait! The Ellsworth thing.
You think the Ellsworth thing is gonna happen?
I think Carmella's gonna retain.
If the Ellsworth thing does happen, if he does show up in the Money Bank, which I don't think he is gonna, then Carmella does win.
He has been rumored to be there.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, Big Cass versus Daniel Bryan. Go on, Ben. Give your thoughts here, since you're so hesitant.
Okay, this time, since Daniel Bryan's already won the first time, I may say Big Cass. but I could be wrong. Maybe
you're wrong. It's Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, you want to say? No, I'm gonna go with my gut here. Yeah, I think Big Cass actually might target like those knees of Daniel Bryan, and of course, get the victory. But what happened to
he could. If you notice though lately, Daniel Bryan's been targeting weak points on every superstar he's going against. So maybe Big Cass does get the heads up on Daniel Bryan and actually goes for his knees, which is his big thing, big point here.
Yep. Yeah, because he actually does use the heel kick. Like, he does use the heel hook. So so if he targets those legs, that could be a key factor for Big Cass winning the match.
All right. Well, Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, we already know who's gonna win this. We already know. Let's move on. Roman Reigns.
Sheep.
Yeah, I know Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, or they could always actually do like a Jinder Mahal dirty pinfall. They could do that.
Let's hope Jinder Mahal don't win.
Yeah, half my brain is like freaking cheering for Roman Reigns, and the other half is just cheering for your boy.
Yeah,
Mahal,
no one's cheering for Mahal.
I think everybody's going to be cheering for it to be over.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey, Women's Championship match. Nia Jax, Ronda Rousey.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this. Ronda Rousey's probably gonna take the title. I can just see it.
Okay, so I have some speculations here.
Sad.
I have some speculations here.
Go ahead.
And it's been going around too that people are talking about if the women's Money in the Bank ladder match is before this match, they're saying that the winner will cash in at the end of this match. If Ronda wins, they're saying that the winner is going to cash in on Ronda or on Nia. And they're saying it could be a quick cash in because we haven't seen a quick cash in a while on the same pay-per-view. So
hopefully the stupid bloody referees don't stuff them with freaking cash.
It could happen. It could happen. So yeah. I have Nia Jax is definitely gonna take the L here, in my opinion. And here's another factor I was thinking about, since this was a thing that people were talking about way back about the whole not Nia Jax, but Ronda Rousey and Natalya feud. What if Natalya actually wins and cashes it on Ronda, and that starts the feud? What do you guys think about that?
Wait,
That's a nice little call. I can see that.
Who's gonna be the heel though? Who's gonna be the heel though?
Think about that.
Ronda Rousey.
Think about what you just said.
Ronda's gonna be the heel.
Never mind. I'm done with you. I'm done. That's it. Thanks for joining us, guys. This is Ben just ruined it. This is
All right, Women's Money in the Bank. Who's gonna win?
I want to see freaking Ronda like as a heel champion. That's what I want to see. But don't worry.
Women's Money in the Bank. My vote is Becky or Ember. Or I was going for.
You can't say 3. That's half of the team.
Okay, you want to say?
You can't name half of them and say or.
Can I go for? Okay, can I go for 2? Because I know
No, you get 1. You get 1.
No, 2 of the females do have a chance.
They all have a chance, dummy. You get 1.
Okay, yeah, but I'm also thinking about the stupid freaking Ellsworth business, right? What if, like, Ellsworth comes in the match, stops Becky Lynch's, chant at the Money in the Bank briefcase to get some revenge. What happened by last year, which whoever remembers last year, I don't. But yeah. That could happen, though.
Alright, my pick is Lana.
You gonna pick Lana?
I'm going for Ember Moon.
You going for Ember Moon as well? All right.
But okay, have we discussed the AJ Shinsuke one? Right?
Well, let's get into the men's Money in the Bank. We got Bobby Roode, Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens, Rusev, Samoa Joe, The Miz, and a member of the New Day, and Finn Balor.
It's either Finn Balor or The Miz or Kevin Owens or Braun Strowman or a member of the New Day.
No. That is half of them right now.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? Now you see. Now you get it.
I'm going to go for either Braun or Finn Balor. That's what I'm going for.
Alright.
That's Braun. I'm saying Braun.
Alright.
And then
I'm picking the obvious on that one.
Yeah.
I went with the unobvious with Lana. I feel like they can get away with it that way. That's how they balance it out now. Is that they can do one that's obvious and they can do one that's like, oh, I didn't see that coming, and they can get away with the obvious one.
Yeah.
We're not like, oh, that's garbage. We knew that was going to happen. But everybody else will be like, but the other one, we didn't see that one. I'll be like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, so I've actually also got like a little bit of a funny feeling of how both Money in the Bank ladder matches are going to be like placed. Because like, remember like last year, like they placed the men's Money in the Bank ladder match first, and the women's last. I think was that women's last?
The women lost.
Let's just get on and wrap this up with the last one here.
AJ versus Shinsuke.
AJ versus Shinsuke. I'm going with Shinsuke. I feel like he's gonna finally pick up the victory.
I'm going with AJ because if Shinsuke wins, that means this rivalry continues.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Like whenever, like if like whoever wins.
Actually, yeah. Like whoever wins gets a rematch clause.
Yo, dude. You actually have to stop like mimicking for one damn second. It's like, let me finish what I'm gonna say right now. But I could actually say it like right, but
you're gonna say well in the hood, huh?
What if I did? What if? Okay, so what if okay, so Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ, that's the last match. But the men's Money in the Bank ladder match could be before that match, and then whoever wins that could. If a SmackDown Superstar wins that, they can cash in on Shinsuke and then steals that freaking opportunity. But I don't know. I want to get your guys' thought on that. Do you think
I don't have a thought on that.
Where is going to be like both like Money in the Bank ladder matches? Is there going to be like one Money in the Bank ladder match like starting off the show?
The title matches, but the title match will be last.
Remember what they did last year? They did the women's last.
Well, I know, but it's up to them, however they want to do it. But it'll probably go in the order that Street just read it off.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
and if not, then it doesn't, and we'll see, and it'll be a surprise, and even better. But it's all good.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
I'm gonna end the podcast here, guys.
But don't worry, I clicked on the wrong one.
You said that last time, Ben. Oh my god.
I know. The same
last time.
Twice.
Alright. I'm ending the podcast here, guys. I appreciate everybody that stopped by the podcast and that went and gave us a thumbs up. I appreciate
when
it.
Soul comes back.
And if we got any subs, shout out to you guys. If anybody just subscribed to the podcast, we appreciate that. We hope you guys tune in next weekend. We're going to be covering Monday, Money in the Bank, right? Next weekend? Are we going to cover
Money in the Bank and TakeOver.
And TakeOver, okay. So we got a pretty busy weekend next weekend. But, yeah. Make sure you guys stay tuned and take care, guys. Peace out.
See you.